I'm going to say something and it's going to shock you. Before we judge the people that walked away on that child that has a disability, I want us to understand something. I want us to understand that, the fear and the shock is real. And I'm saying this as someone who has been on the receiving end of a diagnosis. I know what it is to sit, at the doctor's office. I know what it is to sit at the doctor's office. I do. And let me tell you the fear. I've been there. The shock. Somebody talked about the shock of the diagnosis. If you have been there, you went to the doctor's office and you're told the child has cancer, heart disease, autism, any other developmental disability, Down syndrome. I'm telling you, it does your thing. And it's not a good thing. And so I can only imagine that these parents, what kind of a state were they in when they left? And that is why I said, pause on the judgment, because you don't know the state they were in. And you know why I'm asking this? Because in our culture, we have a very great culture. We love one another. We have the Harambee spirit where we support. But there's one area we need to do something about it. The area when it comes to disability. And the thing that comes to mind, and I'm not being negative, is just maybe that the parents, the mom and the dad, at their lowest, that time they were miserable, that time everything was falling apart, when they were at their lowest. Just maybe the people who are supposed to be there, walking alongside them, just maybe they were busy judging them, talking to other people. You know how we do it? We talk to people, let's pray for so and so, her child. Let's remember them in prayer. And we don't know we are gossiping. And just maybe the time they needed the support, they had no support. The moment that they needed a community, a village, we were busy isolating them because, hey, our culture says they are cursed. We were busy telling them, just maybe you didn't pray enough. Just maybe you didn't, you didn't do what you were told. You didn't sacrifice a goat. The time they needed our support, the time they needed us is the time that we are busy destroying them. And destroying, I'm using that in terms of what we do culturally. And so before we judge them, I pray that we are going to find some compassion and understand where were they coming from? What was their state of mind? Now, that being said, I repeat again, I'm not justifying their walking away. There is something that we don't talk about, that once you get the diagnosis, there is a mistake that we make. And that is what we are going to look into in the next video. So I want you to stay with us. And I want you to tag that parent. Our work here is for the families that are navigating a disability diagnosis, a rare disease. If you're out there and you have a family member, you have a friend, for crying out loud, if you have someone that you don't even like, but they have a family member, let them know this is what we do here. Our work here is to help those families thrive. And our work here is to let them know that, there is hope after a diagnosis. I'll see you in the next one.